In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can install shaders for Minecraft 26.1 on your Mac. Before we get started, it's important to note that you will need to have Java downloaded to your Mac, so if you don't have it already, then I'll leave that video linked in the description below. The first thing we need to do is to download Minecraft version 26.1. To do this, we first want to open our Minecraft launcher, and you want to make sure you're on Java Edition. From here, you want to select the drop down menu and select 26.1 and then select play. When Minecraft opens, we can go ahead and select quit game, and we can also exit out of the Minecraft launcher, and now we can begin to download shaders to our Mac. The first thing we need to do is to download the modding platform Fabric so we can install shaders later. To do this, we first want to open our web browser, and you want to go to fabricmc.net, and I'll leave this linked in the description below. From here, you want to select the download button, and then you want to select download installer universal.jar, and then you want to go ahead and save the Fabric installer to your Mac. We also need to download the Fabric API as most mods require this. So to do that, you want to select the Fabric API link below the download button, and this will take you to the CurseForge website. From here, you want to select the Files tab, and then you want to scroll down and find your Minecraft version, which is 26.1. So we're going to select it, and then you want to scroll up, and then you want to select the download button. After a few seconds, the download will begin, and again, you just want to go ahead and save the Fabric API to your Mac. So now we have the Fabric installer and Fabric API downloaded, we just need to download our Fabric mods to support shaders later. To do this, we want to open our web browser, and you want to go to a modding website of your choice, and in this example, I'm using modroof.com. From here, we want to scroll down and select Discover Mods, and now we need to download two mods. The first mod is going to be the Sodium mod, which is a performance mod. So as you can see, it's listed at the top, so we're going to select it. And inside of the Sodium page, we're going to select the versions tab at the top, and then we're going to scroll down and find our Minecraft version, which is 26.1. We also need to make sure that it's labeled for the Fabric platform, which in this case it is, so we're going to select the download button right next to it, and then we're going to download the Sodium mod to our Mac. The next mod we're going to download is called Iris Shaders, and this is going to allow us to run the shaders themselves. So to do that, we're going to scroll down, and we're going to find Iris Shaders and tap into it. And once we're inside the mod page, you want to select versions. And again, you want to find your Minecraft version, which is 26.1. And again, this is for the Fabric platform. So we're going to select the download button right next to it. And again, we're going to download the Iris Shaders mod to our Mac. So now we have the Fabric installer, Fabric API, and the Fabric mods downloaded. The final thing we need to download is the shaders themselves. So to do this, we first want to open our web browser. And again, I'm going to go back to modroof.com. From here, we're going to scroll down and select Discover Mods. And this time, we want to select shaders in the top tab. Now, you want to go ahead and select the shaders you want to use. So for the example of this video, I'm going to select the complementary shaders. Once we're inside the shader page, you want to select the versions tab. And then you want to select your Minecraft version, which again is 26.1. Now, it's very important that the shaders supports the Iris platform, which in this example, it does. So we're going to select the download button right next to it, and again we're going to download the shaders to our Mac. So now we have everything downloaded, we just need to begin to install. So the first thing we're going to do is to open the Fabric installer, and if you get this error message, it just means we need to give it permission in the system settings. So to do that, you want to select the Apple logo in the top left, and in the drop down menu select System Settings. Once you're inside the system settings, we're going to scroll down, and we're going to select Privacy and Security. Again, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom until we find the Fabric installer and select Open Anyway. Again, in the pop-up, you want to select Open Anyway, and then you'll need to use Touch ID or password. And then the program should open and it's going to look like this. From here, you want to select your Minecraft version in the drop-down menu, which is 26.1, and for the loader version, you want to keep it on the latest version. Now, you want to make sure Create Profile has been selected like this, and then you're going to select Install. Once it's installed, you want to select OK, and now you can exit out of the Fabric installer and delete it from your Mac if you'd wish to do so. Now we've installed Fabric, we just need to install the Fabric API and Fabric mods. So to do that, we first need to open our Minecraft launcher, and then you want to select Java Edition, and then you want to select Installation at the top. From here, you should see the new Fabric loader profile. On here, you want to select the file icon to the right of it, and this will open your Finder. Now you want to scroll down and find the mods folder and select it. And now we just want to drag and drop the Fabric API and our Fabric mods inside of the mods folder, just like this. Now you can exit out of the Finder. From here, all we need to do is to play Minecraft with our mods, So you want to select the Play tab at the top, and then in the Release drop down menu, select Fabric Loader, and then select Play. When Minecraft opens, you know you've done this correctly because in the bottom left it will say your Minecraft version with modded in brackets. From here we just need to go ahead and install our shaders. So to do that we first want to select Options, and then Video Settings, and you'll notice it looks different, and that's because of the performance mod Sodium. From here you want to select Shader Packs in the left hand column, and then you want to go ahead and select Open Shader Pack folder. This will open your Finder. Now you just want to drag and drop the shaders you downloaded earlier inside of the Shader Packs folder. From here we can exit out of the Finder, and now you should see them listed in Minecraft. Now you want to select it, and then select Apply, and now the shaders will be enabled the next time you open a Minecraft world. So to do this we're going to select Done, and select Done again, and now we can start playing Minecraft with our shaders just as we normally would. So as you can see I've just loaded into my Minecraft world and the shaders are working. So we can start playing Minecraft just as we normally would. However, if you want to get better performance, you want to go ahead and lower the shader settings. So to do that we want to go to Options, and then Video Settings, and again you want to select Shader Packs. You want to make sure the one you want to change is selected, and then you want to select Shader Pack Settings. This Shader Pack Settings screen is going to change depending on which shader pack you selected. However, for this example we have a default profile, and if we lower this profile setting, this is going to lower the general settings for the shader pack, giving us better performance. We can also go inside of the performance settings and lower these as well if we'd wish to do so. However, for the time being we're just going to use the preset, so we're going to select Low and then select Apply. After a few seconds the new settings will apply, so now we can go ahead and start playing Minecraft with our new shader pack just as we normally would. And if we press FN and F3, we can see our FPS value in the top left hand corner. And as you can see I'm currently getting about 60 to 70 FPS, which is more than playable on a Mac. And that's it. So if this video was helpful please leave a like and consider hitting that join button below. And if you have any questions or comments you can leave them below.